What's going on, Bruce?
Welcome to Hottest Cards of the Week, the weekly series where every Friday night we review the hottest modern Pokemon cards of the week. 4th of July edition. Hope you all had a great 4th of July. Now, in today's episode, promos. If you like promos, and if you like the specialty set celebrations, and especially if you like promos from celebrations, this is the episode for you, ladies and gentlemen. I am not kidding. There's 35 cards. We're going to cover so many promos right off the bat. It's an embarrassment of promos. I have no idea what's going on. I do, however, know that I am a Black Star promo collector. Today's video is brought to you by yesterday's video and the video before yesterday's video. One is about the futility of trying to be the best and the stained glass birds cards. The other is, it's a pop quiz. Do you know all 16 of the specialty set chase cards? I bet you don't. Go check those out. Real quick, before we begin, there is a giveaway in tonight's video. I just hit 8,000 subscribers. Seriously, guys, thank you very much. That is like super duper close to 10K. And so there is a commemorative one-of-one unique limited edition 8K Derpy and if you would like to win that 8K one-of-one limited commemorative Derpy, just write a comment, be subscribed, leave a comment with the 8K for your chance to win that 8K Derpy and whatever else is in that photo I just threw up, that video. Alright, let's get
to it.
Alright, so as I said, there is an unbelievably just god-awful amount of promos that I'm going to cover, and I'm going to cover all of them right now, starting with Scarlet and Violet, then we'll get to the Sword and Shield promos, then the Sun and Moon. There are so many promos. When I do the speed run at the end, where I go through the entire Scarlet and Violet era and all the popular sets, we are just going to skip the entire promo section at the end of the video, because I have literally all the promos right here and now, and we're going to start with this Greninja from Shredded Fumble. So look at that. Greninja is up 60% on the 1 month. What is that for the 1 year? Oh, it's just 450%. It is at a new all-time high. Greninja just had 65 items sold on June 27th when it was at $33 after a little uptick, and now it is $46.71. That is a huge uptick for this promo. But this is just the beginning of the story this week, because yeah, just look, Kingdra, what do you know? Is this, I don't think this is an all-time high for, it's going to be close. So Kingdra's all-time high, it literally just barely broke Kingdra's all-time high on the 1 year chart. As you can see right there, that's the 1 year. Kingdra is now $29.18. Also from Shrouded Fable, pardon me, not Shredded Fumble, Mew EX. Here, look at this. So here we go from the 151 UPC. Now we're back up. This is also not an all-time high, but this is big on the 30. Well. So the all-time high is basically 40. I think we all remember this being like 38, 39 bucks is about as high as this got. It looks right here, it's only showing 36, but yeah, it feels like it was selling for 40. Either way, it is showing right at its all-time high, matching its all-time high at 36.58 for Mew EX. Right there, and what do you get when you get the Mew? You get the Mewtwo, the IR promo, and let's go straight to the 1 year real quick, because this is up 1,045.97%, so $2 in July, $24, and that is Mewtwo, also from the 151 Premium Collection, with the Mew. So this card right here, I made a promo video about a month ago, was like best performing promos of the year, and I think this took the top spot. It was this or the Galarian Moltres from Crown Zenith. But yeah, this here, yeah, from $2, $1.79 up to 24. That is literally almost like exactly like the Greninja promo from Celebrations, which we will check on later in the video in just a second, actually. All right, so Charmander, Obsidian Flames, ETB. This thing's been crazy. Let's just go straight. It's at almost 25 bucks again right now. Its high was, saying its high was only 28. I feel like this also hit basically 30. But Charmander, Obsidian Flames regular ETB promo is at $24.89, and on the 1 month They literally just shot up from $17.67 up $8 to basically 25 bucks. That is not it as far as those go. Snorlax, the 151 ETB promo, regular, that is from $5.89 to $8.96. That is up 34% on the 30-day chart with a high of, whoa, we had a high of 14 bucks in February, so it's creeping back. But Charmander from Obsidian Flames, and now this guy, 151. These two regular ETB promos, both up big time on the 30-day chart, both very close or nearing their all-time highs. Okay, here's the buy our stuff nobody wants to buy Pokemon Center T-Tar. Thing is actually, this thing is, I didn't believe, $50 now. And again, it was not even a month ago that you could got this for free just by buying something on the Pokemon Center. Buying something undesirable. But yeah, there you go. So good on you, T-Tar. It's just creeping up again. I've had to talk about this card a lot over the last month. Moving along. This is one of the least impressive 30-day charts of all these promos that I'm covering in today's video, but it's still up and it's at an all-time high. This Charizard right here. This is the Charizard 74 from one of the Paldean Fates 10s. I believe you had the Great Tusk, Charizard, and then the green. Wait, was the Great Tusk the green one? I can't remember the other one at the moment. But yeah, it's Great Tusk, Charizard, and somebody else. And it's at $13. Oh, what is this gonna drive me? It's gonna drive me crazy. Whatever, it's at 13 bucks. Charizard. There you go. That is a one. Let's take a look. Yeah, that is a. It's not an all-time high because I remember this thing was at like 20 bucks when those 10s got pumped. Well, when this 10 got pumped a little bit, it got up to 20. Whatever, who cares? It's at a one-year high, $13. Let's move along. There's way crazier stuff in today's video. Okay. So that right there was all the Scarlet and Violet promos that are making massive moves right now. And now we are going to get in the Sword and Shield promos. So yeah, put them in order for you. Okay, Sword and Shield, first of all, we're just going to check on Greninja. It's obviously talked about this. This literally happened like the day I was recording. I mean, we talked about this last week, but it ended up hitting 30. Now it's all the way back down to under 20. Who is surprised? Absolutely nobody. And then last week, I believe I showed you that in December, this card was $1.70. It was like the beginning of December, this card was still like $1.70. Yeah, $1.77 on December 1st, and it hit a high of 30. Now it's at 18. There you go. Duh, obviously this thing was going to fall. Now this card, this is actually funny, because first of all, real quick, it's $10.57. The one-year chart, this is well beyond where it got pumped to in February. As you can see there, this is the new all-time high for Lucario V-Star from the Crown Zenith ETB. 3 weeks ago, I made a joke, and my joke was, you know, something about this card goes up 25 cents every few months. Who will be the brave soul to buy out this card? And there was like 500 listings when I said that 3 weeks ago. So I just want to show you this. Over the last 2 weeks, literally 82, 121, 100, 225, 300, 392, 200, 174, 141. That's like 1,500. Somebody literally, when I made that joke, somebody said, "Hold my beer." They literally didn't just buy all 500. Literally 1,500 copies of Lucario V-Star have sold on TCG Player just in the last 3 weeks. 1,500 copies, okay? So they literally did what needed to be done somehow to double this, more than double this card's price in the last 2 weeks. The problem is there's 1,500 copies. There's another 1,500,000 copies of this. So be careful with this card. There's a lot of copies. There's a lot of Crown Zenith ETBs. There's a lot of these. I have it in a Gem Mint 10 right here, by the way, with this blue. It's not a graded guard. It's a knockoff. I ain't overpaying for graded guards. Okay, but yeah, I have a ton of this card. By the way, if I wasn't me, this would be the greatest episode of Hottest Cards of the Week ever. Because of all 35 of these cards, I think there's only 5 I don't own. And a lot of these cards I just so happen, because I'm a promo collector, to have a lot of these. Like these Zardy boys. Let's take a look at these Zardy boys real quick. All 3 Zards are up on the week. Big time. So here we go. June 25th, $30, and this is 262 V-Star, and it is up to $40. This card has been $40 in the past, but it was a long time ago after release. It has not been $40 in like 2.5 years, literally. So there you go. It's a 1-year high. It's like a 2-year high. Bang, right there. How many copies? Let's look at the copies real quick. Sorry. Looks like 74 copies just sold a few days ago. Now 261, the VMAX, the Godzilla one. So we had 90, almost 100 copies sold right there, and it is at $30, $29.39, so it's just $10, trailing behind. They've more or less always stayed in this order, however. Like the Sleepy V right here has always been in last place. But even Sleepy V on the 1 year, it's up 25. It's a 1-year high. On the 1 month, it just probably went from what, 18? Yep, it just went from 18 up to 25.40. So all three of the Charizard, UPC Zards up massively on the week. Galarian Moltres. This is one of my single biggest positions as far as raw card investment. Yeah, I think I got like 22 or 23 of these. Whoop-de-doo, right? It's, as we learned in my video from 2 videos ago, 23 copies of a card is virtually nothing. You might as well have 0, because there's people who have 230 copies of this card. And even that's apparently not a big... It is crazy how invested in raw cards certain people are. Sorry, I went on a tangent there. It's $5 up to $8.20. It's at $8.20. That is up 50% on the 30-day. And yeah, this thing hit $14 in February. But even being nowhere near $14, the Galarian Moltres, still at $8.20, is up almost 1,000% on the 1-year chart. And this card was 77 cents last summer. Here's your 77-cent Shinji Kanda Galarian Moltres promo card. 77 cents. I just want to say that one more time. 74 cents, guys. Now it's 8 with a high of 14. Good for you. Obviously, I like that. I mean, yeah, I like when my card... Yeah, okay, fine. I like it when my cards go up in value. I'm sorry. Mimikyus, speaking of... I only have 2 of these. 3. I have 3 of these. Okay, it's not a lot. It's 3. This card literally just popped off. This card literally is $3.40. Last week, it's now 11. It's yeah. It had 128 copies. As you can see, there's a lot of celebrations. Well, you can't see. You're about to see. Because it's about to be a lot of celebrations. Just trust me. It's a lot of promos and just regular celebrations from this point forward. So, Mimikyu, Delta Speech, there you go. Beautiful, beautiful promo. There it is, as you can see, up 250% on the 30-day chart. What the heck? Dark Sylveon V. Love this card. I'm also a Sylveon. I don't know if I've ever told anyone that I'm a Sylveon collector, but... Oh yeah. I'm not even going to talk about it. Never mind. $3 up to $6, so it's doubled on the 1 month. On the 1 year, Dark Sylveon V promo is right at its 1-year high of $6.50. It's 3 cents off. There you go, moving along. So many freaking promos. This thing's hard to look at. Got one of these. I forgot I had one of these. I found it while I was recording the video the other day. And yeah, there it is. It's up 100%. Oh, that's the 6 month. Let's just look at the 30-day. It's up 34% on the 30-day. On the 1 year, this is, by the way, this is from the Ultra Premium Collection celebrations with the Metal Charizard, the Metal Pikachu, and the other very ugly looking card that looks like this with a Pokeball on it. That Pokeball is $12 right now. I checked it earlier. But Pikachu is up to $47. That's up 80% on the year. And this is officially Pikachu V's all-time high. This is the most, actually, this card has ever been worth, including at release. Because this card did get up a couple years ago, higher than it was last week, but it's past that. So this is a new all-time high for Pikachu V, SWSH 145. Now let's take a check on the Stained Glass Birds card. Definitely we talked about last week. Pull up to the 1 month, you got 63 up to 127, and now it is sitting at 121.07. And guys, in my personal opinion, this is not a Drowsy IR scenario. This is not a Greninja Gold Star scenario. I think this is the real deal. I could be wrong. And look, it drops under 100. Who knows where it goes from there. But this is a very beloved card that it already kind of was the face of Hidden Fates, but it was mainly the Charizard. Maybe like the Umbreon full art shiny. But lately, I feel like more and more people view this card as the poster child for Hidden Fates, just like people view the Greninja promo as the poster child for Shrouded Fable. They're not in the sets, they're promos, but they are so damn beautiful over time. People, when they think that set, they think these cards. When you think Hidden Fates, you're basically going to be thinking of this card moving forward, especially if it holds this price. I guarantee it. Alright, anyway. Moving along. Oh wait, what is it at? 121. Okay, moving along. Pikachu and Zekrom, okay, as obviously we're in the Sun and Moon now, hence the Stained Glass Birds card. Pikachu and Zekrom GX is at an all-time high at $148.19, 150 bucks. Show you that 1 year real quick. It had a low of $22 and it's at $150. There you go. Charizard and Abraxan GX. Here's another one. Let's just show the 1 year real quick. It's always funner to look at the 1 years on these ridiculously popping off tag teams. $19 up to $118. That is 430% on the 1 year chart. Talked about this card a lot lately. A Dedenne GX. Love this card. This card just keeps wiggling on up. Wiggling on, wiggling on, wiggling. And it's at an all new high right there. So Dedenne GX 195. And it's under alternate art promos. You're not going to find this listing under Sun and Moon promos. You have to look under alternate art. I'm just throwing that out there. There's some weird little quirks in TCG's, you know, kind of category system. And yeah, any of the Black Star promos that have the A on it, the alternate whatever, you're going to get that in this own little drop search whatever. But anyway, it's 15 bucks. There you go, Dedenne GX. Alright, moving along. Pikachu, my favorite. Where are you at here? You're at 48 bucks. Excellent. That's up 40% on the 1 month chart. The other tag team single pack blister, Mimikyu. Mimikyu is up to $18. That's 83% on the 3 month chart. And you can look right here in January, 4 bucks. And then there you go, 18. And again, both Pikachu and Mimikyu, these promos, 162, 163, they are tag team single pack blisters. So being associated with tag team, even though they're not tag teams, obviously helps both these promos massively. Okay, so I think we're going to talk about a bunch of Celebrations cards now that aren't promos. Yeah, okay. So yeah, just regular Celebration card, not promos. So Umbreon, Gold Star, reprint. Yeah, so there you go. Look at that. 37 bucks last week, and now we're up to $75. This is it for those of you that watch this, especially this year, this series, this week, week in and week out, things like this aren't even surprising anymore, right? Like last year, if I would have seen this, it would have been like, whoa. It would have been the first card we talk about, blah, blah. It would have been like, everyone's talking about it. There's so many other ridiculous cards going off right now, from like the birds, the Greninja, certain other things here and there. Like no one's even talking about the Umbreon Gold Star from Celebrations. There's 96 items sold on June 27th, hence that happening. But yeah, so there you go. In most weeks, this would be like the #1 thing we're talking about. And instead, this going from 35 to 70 bucks is like an afterthought, you know, halfway in the middle of this video. It's really ridiculous. This is not a summer slowdown. Like, people keep talking about historic summer slowdowns. That is not the case. Not right now. Even Destined Rivals, when we get to Destined Rivals later, so many cards from Destined Rivals are going up. And that's like the newest set. Alright, Birthday Pikachu, Celebrations. Let's go to the 1 month. From the 1 month, it just had a low of under 13, and now it's at almost $20. It's at $18.71. But that also is only 10% on the 1 month. But on the 1 year, Birthday Pikachu from Celebrations is from 4 bucks, up 250%. So there you go, Birthday Pikachu. Alright, we only got like 10 cards left. Mega Rayquaza Celebrations, again, we're staying in Celebrations. We had 19 bucks very recently, under 20. There we go, that's a 30-day chart for you right there. We had $17 on June 25th, and we just hit a high of 31.80, sitting at 31.30. Hi. There's just, I believe I have like 6 or 7 of these, and they're all $5 cards. You know what I mean? They're just $5 cards, in my opinion, when I was buying all my celebrations. Same with Shining Magic. Well, I only got like 3 Shining Magikarps. But I think I actually paid, the last time I bought a Shining Magikarp, I did pay $20. But guess what? Shining Magikarp, it's hit a low of 16, now it's up to 25. So, and that is a, so it's only 20% on the 30-day, and on the 1 year, its 1 year high, which is also its all-time high, is $27. So it's $3 off its all-time high. Moving along. Hey, it's another Celebrations card. Reshiram. So Reshiram just went up again. This thing's been stair-stepping on, yep, 2 steps. I was going to say stair-stepping on up, and then it'll hang up, and then it'll go up again, it'll go up again. So first it was $3, then it was $7, then it was $12, and now it's $17. And I believe I talked about the Zekrom last week, maybe not. I don't know, but there you go. Reshiram Celebration, $17.37, and that is an all-time high. Yeah. Lots of all-time highs this week. All right, I think we got a few regular cards, and then the Scarlet and Violet and Popular Stuff speedrun, and then we're done. Okay, so Mega Rayquaza EX. Mega Rayquaza EX is now freaking $440, and there's not even any copies available on TCG Player anymore. So Mega Rayquaza EX, Ancient Origin. This card, how expensive does this card need to get before people start paying attention to it? Because obviously I've been bringing it up week in and week out as this has been going on. But these Rayquaza cards, when you think of a famous Rayquaza card, you think of the Evolving Skies card, and kinda that's about it, unless you want to go mid-modern, you want to go back to like Roaring, well, this. But yeah, this card is about to be like $600-700, because this card, there are not a lot of these in Near Mint. They're just not. This card is going to be like the Gengar and Mimikyus here in a minute. It's going to be $500-700. I just trust me. This is a Rayquaza. This is a modern Rayquaza Grail, and it's about to, I think, cost that much. All right, here's another one. This is the Roaring Skies one. This is one I was just gonna say a second ago. Mega Rayquaza EX, just a slightly cheaper version, $200. So you got the Ancient Origins and you have the Roaring Skies. Both those premier Rayquazas are absolutely popping off. And we had a low of 150, and now it's well over 200 at 216. There you go, 2 Rayquazas. Let's check in on only one. I think there was like 7 Gengar and Mimikyus I showed you guys last week. No, we're going to check on 2. We're going to check on 2 of them. The regular one from Team Up that continues to go up. It is now at $215 right there. I think we'll look at the alt art at the very end. The Mewtwo XY Breakthrough. Let's see, Mewtwo EX, that just had a huge spike up, so it went from 102. It had 10 items sold, which, you know, for a card like this, that's kind of a lot. This isn't usually a high volume card, so at a 10, shot it all the way up to $160. And on the 1 year, that is from $40 up to $160. So there you go, it's up 300%, or 200? I don't know, whatever, who cares. Let's keep going. The bronze bonds that'll never be broken. Gardevoir, Sylveon, GX. Here you go. It's unbroken bonds. So now we're looking at almost 500. It just feels like I was literally just telling you, literally 2 weeks ago, this is now officially a $400 card. I'm about to be telling you this is now officially a $500 card. This hobby is getting exceptionally deep in the modern Grail department. The amount of modern Grails over the last 2 or 3 months that have gone over the $500 mark. You've had 1 or 2 alt arts from Sword and Shield go down, and they're being replaced by so many Sun and Moon cards. It's almost like things are balancing out the way they should have always been all along. Almost like Sword and Shield alt arts got way too much attention, way too much hype, and not near enough was paid to like tag teams, stuff like this. And now it's like totally flip-flopping. Yeah, so Sun and Moon deserves, I mean, look at this. So here you go. Here's another team up. Gengar and Mimikyu just keeps going up. It's about to be $800. Gengar from Fusion Strike's going down. Gengar and Mimikyu GX tag team going way up. Way up. There you go. It's his new all-time high. There you go. Was that the last card? I think it was. No, it wasn't. One more. The regular Reshiram. We looked at the celebrations. Now we're going to end on the black and white base. This again also all new high, $148. And on the 1 year, that is from 25 bucks up to 150. All right, let's do the Scarlet and Violet speed run. All right, Scarlet and Violet and popular stuff speed run time. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to stop right now. I'm going to be very honest with you. Any moment, any minute, literally, the fireworks are about to begin. And no, that's not a metaphor. I mean the actual 4th of July fireworks are about to begin. And my dog, Zelda, she is going to absolutely begin to lose her shit. And from that point forward, it's over. So this speed run, for the sake of my dog losing her shit and me no longer being able to record from that point forward, is going to be a quick speed run. However, I will do my best to be thorough. And again, happy 4th of July. I hope you all had a great 4th of July and have a great 4th of July weekend. All right, here we go. Crown Zenith. Giratina is literally right where it was last week. Mewtwo is down $1 or $2. Arceus, everything here looks sideways, looks straight across, except I did tell you guys, you know, Dialga and Palkia might fall all the way down into the 40s. Don't worry, at least the 50s. It doesn't mean Crown Zenith is tanking. Palkia is down to 60. Yeah, it's mainly what we want to see is building value down here is what you want to see out of Crown Zenith. We want to see more $20 and up cards. Zoroark's 20, right? All these guys, it's all looks sideways. Nothing crazy is going on in Crown Zenith right now. Let's move along while I still have the opportunity to. Okay, Scarlet and Violet base set. Okay, so first of all, Drowsy is still at 25. I'd love to see where is 25 as low as Drowsy's gonna go. Is that as low? Is that where we all need to hurry up and now buy the Drowsies and get the second pump on Drowsy going? I'm just curious. Okay, so Gardevoir's at 40. Miriam 22. That's basically Miriam's all-time low. All this stuff looks pretty boring and pretty sideways per usual. We love seeing Riolu at 20 bucks though. Okay, let's move it along. Paldea. So, Magikarp. Let's take a look at the Magikarp chart. We gotta look at that. So let's stick right on the 90-day. I think that's appropriate. So we hit a low of 187, and we are up to $235 with a Magi. And let's see what else we got here. Marl is all the way down to 20 bucks. If I was gonna buy a $20 IR, it would either be Marill from Paldea Evolved or Dragonair from 151. Those are two very strong $20 illustration rares. Okay, we got 20 bucks for Fuecoco. Hit a high of 30 recently. Baxcalibur's down to $13, guys. Ay. Is Tinkatuff still up? Tinkatuff's still doing good at 16. All right, move along to Obsidian Lames. Obsidian, we got this Charizard is essentially just always a $55 card, no matter what people think, no matter what happens to the booster box. Charizard is just always 55. Okay, but Ninetales, 15 bucks. It's pretty low for Ninetales. Cleffa 14 is pretty low. Gloom 870. Okay. How's our Arven doing? 350. You can still get 350 for your uncommon Arven, guys. All right, moving along to 151. So 151, 181, same exact as last week for No Nick, Chonky Boy, 60, 50, 40. This stuff is pretty stable. Same for Pikachu as last week, 25 bucks, 20, all this, yep. What's Dragonair? Dragonair, literally, all this is like straight across from the last week, essentially. All right, moved along to the Rift, $68 Groudon, Roaring Moon, okay, it's still at 38, thank God. I hate to see it. I hate to see Roaring Moon so cheap. Deserves, just the Scream Tails alone deserve more respect than that. 26 for Garchomp, Altaria, let's take a look here. More Pekos right where all this is. A lot of this after it's tanked, it's kind of everything's found a new home as far as their new market values. I mean, some of these stuff's still falling, like Roaring Moon's still falling. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie though, Paradox Rift has been solid, but Paradox Rift is all about the lower end value as opposed to the higher end value, whereas Paldea has a lot of high end value, at least in that one Magikarp. All right, so Paldea and Fates, the Fates of Paldea. Bubble Mew's back up to 300. Okay. All this looks typical. The Baby Shinies, Pikachu under 30. Let me look at this Ralt line. Ralt is down to 15. Mimikyus down to 15. Where's Snorlax at 8 down under? Snorlax hit like 25 a couple months ago. But all that. Arvin at 16. Okay. Nothing sticking out. Yeah, it's all. Yeah, a lot of this whole Scarlet and Violet era has been sideways the last couple weeks. Okay, the Forces of Temporal. 70. Iron Crown under 50, that's good if you want Iron Crown. Ghastly has been sitting at 35 to 38 for like a month now. But Morty's Conviction, let's look at Morty's Conviction, because this card had a way high and a way low. This card's way low again. Yeah, look at that. Look at Morty's Conviction. Hey, almost, that's so ridiculous. What? Almost looks like a fat finger just pointing straight up at the sky. It's even lower than it was. Yeah, yikers. That's a big up and down. All right, moving along. Hopefully. All right, moving along. Twilight Gatorade. Okay, $90 Perrin, $75 Carmine, 50. Eevee continues to hold 50. 50 continues to hold Eevee. Apparently, we do not want to see Eevee go under 50, guys. Greninja's at 268 with a high of 420. Let me look here. Pardon me, 410. I'm sorry. Jeez. 410 to 268. This card did come out at $120 on release. It was $110. It was $120. 410, now 268. This card has had a very interesting career. Yeah. Alright, Shredded Fumble. So, I already told you about the Greninja promo and the Kingdra promo. And it looks like Persian is getting closer to $30. Houndoom did indeed break under $30. Monkey Dory is at basically an all-time high. It's over Houndoom now. I think Monkey Dory's really been up high. Like, look at that. That's the 6-month chart for Monkey Dory, up 122%. If you were a betting man 6 months ago, you probably put it all on Persian or Houndoom, not the monkey. But yeah. Probably put it on the dog, the cat. Definitely didn't put it on the monkey. What else? Oh yeah, so the darkness energy is also at an all-time high right here. Basic darkness energy, all-time high. Let's move along. No one cares. Stellar Crown. Speaking of nobody cares, we got 54. Squirtle's going a little back up again. That's solid. That's good to know. But the turtle's up a little. Turtle. Someone put a little faith in the turtle. The turtle was looking like $35 there for a second. Let's look at the IRs. Yeah, all pretty typical down here. All right, let's go to the absolute bleeding sparks, splurging just value, like downwards. Okay, so 268 for Backshot Pikachu. Latios, 150. Finally, Melodic has gone under $100. That is a scenario where I might finally pull the trigger on Melodic. If I can get Melodic for under $100, that's legit, to be honest. But yeah, as I've said several times, this set has taken the brunt of the downfall since it, was so at the top of the uptrend. Now it is so at the bottom of the downtrend. Cause yeah, things like Skarmory used to be $20, Mesprit used to be $15, Slackoff was $14, Cerulege was $30. The Latios was $40, and it's $25 now. Even the Pikachu Full Art was $30. The Gold Pikachu was $200. You know what I mean? All right, moving along. Prismatic. So Prismatic, we're about to find. I can't believe it's still holding on over 1,000. The Sunbreon, it's at 1,000. Okay. All the rest of this stuff is doing horrible. We got Cerulege right here. Finally under 100. Again, the Umbreon Master Ball did level out at 85, so at least that thing stopped falling. But a lot of this is bleeding heavily. My best buy, if I was like best right now, is obviously the Roaring Moon. I think this Roaring Moon for $150 it's just such a great artwork. It really is. In Japanese or in English. I think in Japanese you can pick it up for $25. I think you get a PSA 10 of Roaring Moon EX from, Prismatic, or in Japanese, for like... Alright, my dog is officially starting to freak out, so I'm going to speed it up. So Journey Together, first of all, the stamp is 15. Down, the ends Reshiram is down from 25 down to 20. When we look here, there was... Is there anything else? No. Lily's Clefairy down to 130 and Hopzacian down to 45. That's actually a big down. I'm definitely about to buy Hopzacian. Alright, let's go to Destined Rivals because there is some stuff that's up in Destined Rivals. Team Rocket's Mewtwo is back under 400. Cynthia's Garchomp is doing amazing. It's up to $221. Team Rocket's Nidoking is doing great. It's up to $110. Team Rocket's Crobat is up just a little. But then I wanted to show you guys Team Rocket's Giovanni is up to $37 from $30. So Team Rocket's Giovanni is also doing great. So there's a lot. There's actually a lot. Team Rocket's Meowth has been holding its value since release. Same with Misty's Lapras. Everything Destined Rivals has actually done very well. Very well. I'm just going to throw that out there. But also, you could say the same about Prismatic singles the first month or two after release. So, you know, everything Prismatic is tanking, but that it was not the story. After release, 2 weeks after release, everything from Prismatic shot way up, and it was up for a while, and then everything Prismatic tanked. Is that going to happen with this set? I doubt it. But, you know, eventually, at some point, people are going to stop thinking about Destined Rivals so much, and a lot of these will eventually start to tank. But as of right now, you have to admit, Destined Rivals singles from IRs to SIRs, even some full arts, like, Destined Rivals is doing very good. It's just, you can't deny it. Alright, real quick, we're going to finish with the trainer galleries, which I don't think any are up, period, at all. Yeah. Gengar at 16 is super solid. But then again, Zacian V down to 14, 1350 is not solid. So some of these are doing well, some of these are bleeding. Absolutely. Like Pikachu V at 40, down from like 50. You can get Garchomp for $60 right now, that's pretty good. Umbreon V, you could probably haggle for 60. But, you know, Starmie V is still over $80. And as long as Starmie V is still over $80, and some of these others, trainer galleries are doing fine. The fact that they're not so volatile as much as they used to be, especially last year, is definitely a good thing. This is good. They're not going up crazy. They're not going down crazy. This is fine. This is what you want to see out of trainer galleries. Less volatility out of trainer galleries. All right, we're going to end right here on the alt arts. So Moonbreon down. Moonbreon's same as it was last week. A lot of these I talked about how they just clicked under. Like this clicked under 700. Actually, let's look at Rayquaza. I just need to look at Rayquaza real quick. Yeah, so just clicked under 700. Sometimes I mix up some of these prices in my head. Like I'll mix up just certain things. Like I'll mix up the Giratina V with the Rayquaza V Max as far as what their all-time high is. All this looks pretty sideways or down. Alright, we're going to end right here. I can literally hear the boom starting and I can see my dog starting to move around. Unfortunately... Okay, Giratina. Let's see, Charizard's back over 200. Okay, that's fine. Champ, all this. Yeah, I'm not seeing too much at all. Alright, I'm wrapping it up. Yeah. Yep, everything sideways or down slightly, except for Charizard V is back over $200. Yeah, yep, that's it. Alright, wrapping it up. Alright, if you made it to the end of the video, seriously, thank you very much. Let's see. If you made it to the end of the video, go ahead and let me know. We talked a lot about celebrations. There's going to be a lot of people talking about celebrations a lot over the next 6 to 9 months until the 30th anniversary. So let me know, what is your favorite card from Celebrations? Do you even like Celebrations? Do you like the stamp? Do you hate the stamp? Do you like the Magikarp? Are you just a simple guy? Do you like the Charizard? Maybe you like the Greninja promo. I don't know. Just give me your opinion on Celebrations and what your favorite card is from Celebrations. And I will see you guys next week. Enjoy your 4th of July weekend. Deuces.
Creatures, he's got the knack. Strategy sharp, there's no turn.